All right, we're going to talk about value and shading and tinting from one main color. So shading is adding black and tinting is adding white. We already know this. We had a video and worked on it yesterday. Just remember you need to have 3 distinct steps from your main color blue to pure black, and likewise 3 steps from pure blue to pure white on the tinting side. So just make little spots for them. Use your palette knife. It doesn't have to look pretty, you just have to have the colors. So go back and forth if you need to. You saw I just added more blue because I knew that wouldn't be enough for me to move it around to make enough tints. I am making a little bit more than I did yesterday with my tints and shades because you are going to use this paint and I'm going to show you how to shade a sphere. So you need to have enough, especially of the mid-tone color, which is like your second step on your, or third step on your tint, and use some of your shading. So you'll be able to see that in just a minute. So make sure you have 3 steps in either direction, to white or to black, for tinting and shading. Then just like yesterday, you're going to put it in the right spots. It doesn't matter how much you put or how neat, it just matters that I can see the color difference. It's a little tough to see that the last one before black isn't black unless you're looking at it right in front of it. So don't worry about that. I can tell when I look at it grading, and you need to be able to see that there is just a really dark shade of your main color. That's all I'm looking for. All right, on to shading the sphere. First of all, you can see I made a mistake. So I whited out the background. It has to dry before you can paint over it. A little of the pink ball was showing, but it's not a big deal because I'm putting blue on top. So what you do is you put your mid-tone color. You're going to paint your shape. Now this is just a small area. You can't do a big area or acrylic will dry. But I'm going to paint my shape with my mid-tone, and while it's wet, I'm going to add my shadow and my highlight, and then I'm going to blend with the mid-tone. So you have to have enough paint on your brush so that you don't see through it. Now I'm adding one of my shaded blues for my shadow. So you just map it in and you sort of move it around to try to get it to blend with your mid-tone. But you kind of wait, you don't want to go the whole way over, so you need to wash off your brush, dry it, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take your mid-tone, so you can definitely see an edge, take your mid-tone, go right over that. It's almost like a blender. It sort of blends your 2 tones, right? Then you wash your brush, dry it, and go in for your highlight. You blend your highlight in. It's going to look really startling, the highlight, at first. But you sort of just dab it. I'm just dabbing. I'm not brushing. I'm sort of just dabbing it to try to get it to mix. And then get the mid-tone. So I needed more, but get the mid-tone to try to blend. Like I said, it's kind of like your blender to get it a nice, even illusion of form without having outlines, right? So I'm adding my mid-tone. You can go darker if you need to. If your paint dries, you have to put more mid-tone, and then you can put more shadow or more highlight. It has to be wet or it won't blend. And just like when we shade with pencil, you need to remember where is your light coming from, because your highlight will be on that side, and then I want to see a cast shadow. It could be dark, 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 a dark shade of your main color, or I'm just using black. Okay, and that's it. That is how you shade your spheres.